Would you introduce yourself to the jury and spell your first name and your last name, please?
My name is Kyoko Zaldivar. Kyoko
No. Please proceed. I believe you are Alex's mother, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and I believe you indicated you would prefer just to read a statement that you prepared.
Yes.
Okay, please go ahead.
I want to thank the court for giving me the opportunity to speak to you all today. I feel the presence of God came into this courtroom, and Alex is with me right now and right here. I'm the mother of Alex. I lost my son September 10, 2012. This has been excruciating time for me because loss of my son Alex, and because I believe Alex's life is a gift from God. His life was sacred. Alex was a wonderful son that every mother hoped for. He was a thoughtful, compassionate, loving brother. When I was sad, he always comforted me. When I was happy, he gave me a big smile. When I needed help, he was always there for me. That's my son, Alex. He cared for others more than himself. All the friends said they had never met such a genuine person. He truly was a light of hope to others. His friends visit Alex's grave from time to time, and I can feel they have great pain in their hearts from the letters they leave. A mother always feels what their children feel. And the day Alex died, a piece of me died with him. I had a vision that Alex was crying. He didn't want to go. That's why he was showing me his tears. I really wanted. He really wanted to live his life. So many days I couldn't sleep. So many days I cry. And I cry out to God because I miss him so much. I need him in my life. My sadness never goes away. I smile, but my heart is always heavy. Alex was excited working in his new job, and he was saving money for his new car. He was planning to major in business and told me he liked his professors and was serious about finishing his education and move forward with his life. Everything was going right direction. I was excited for him to graduate, but I will never see these things happen. Alex loved his brother very much, and they were going to start playing golf again. I wish that could happen for him. I really do. Because his brother misses Alex so much. Every mom knows how it feels to be proud of their child. I was so proud of my son Alex, just being himself. He was my treasure. I used to tell him and both of my children. As his mother, I could go on and on with large and small stories of his life. But what I have said to you is the essence of my son, Alex. I wish he was here, because yesterday was his birthday. He will be 22 years old and healthy, tall, very handsome young man. I love you. I miss you so much. Happy birthday, Alex.
Thank you. Mr. Ashton, anything else with this witness? Any cross-examination? Thank you.
Yes, this is a, I know you've seen some of his previous photos. Those are his after photos, the ones that were presented to you in court. But I want to show you a past photo, and this was on his birthday, of his last birthday. And this is what he looked like at the time.
And when was that photograph taken?
It was taken on 3 years ago on August 26th.
August 26th, so very close in time to his
Yes.
death.
He was alive for 50 more days after this photograph was taken.
And is this one of the photographs that we see at the funeral that was, I noticed it seemed to be similar photographs.
Yes, it is. It is the same. We have two.
Okay, thank you. So, I want to ask you a couple of questions just about some of the photos we saw there. I know there was a photo of Alex as a child with an older couple. Can you tell me who those people were?
Those are Alex's grandparents. His grandmother passed away recently, but his grandfather is still alive today. He's 92 years old.
And that's your parents?
That is my father.
Okay. I noticed in a couple of the photographs, he appeared to be holding some, what I would call origami figures. Is that something that he did as a kid?
Yes, that was his mother would teach him how to make origamis.
I noticed in another photo there was it almost looked like he and 2 or 3 other friends and they're drinking what looks like champagne, but hopefully it's not. Can you tell me what that photo is?
Yes, that was I believe his eighth birthday, and you know, he always wanted to ride in a limousine like a movie star. He had a lot of ambition, and you know, he would serve champagne. Of course, it wasn't. It was cider or something like that.
But that's actually in a limousine.
Yes, it was. But
Where'd they go? Where'd they go?
I have no idea. They took him somewhere, but
Okay.
I'm sure it wasn't a club or anything like that.
Okay.
Mm.
And if you know, could you please give us the backstory of the one where he's sitting in the basketball hoop?
That is classic Alex. Alex is, as you know, he was very tall. He was 6'1" and growing. He was a very bright and smart kid, but I have no idea how he got up there. But that was him, and one of his friends took that photograph. It was the sunset, and he got up on the rim, and he climbed up, and he took the snapshot, and he sent me that picture. One of his best friends.
If you could share for us a couple of your fondest memories of Alex.
Honestly, if I had to tell Alex's life story, I would have to sequester you for 6,945 days and nights. It would take me that long. That's 19 years of his life. Alex is, I cannot explain his life anymore because they already read that to you. And those are our true sentiments about Alex. Alex was he was my best friend, like his older brother. He was truthful, he was honest. He had an incredible heart. His friends would always go to him. Whenever they had a problem, they would always go to Alex. He was a beautiful child. It's devastating not seeing him anymore.
And now in the photos where there's both your sons, Alex is the younger of the two.
Correct. Some of those photos were in Hawaii because when we traveled back from Tokyo to the United States, we try to make a stop there, and wanted to teach them a little bit about history in Pearl Harbor and what that meant to the United States, so they would learn, and I would teach them things like that.
Now, why would the family move from the States to Japan? Were you in the military, or what was the?
No, I was in a corporate. I was at the time I was with Tokyo Disneyland, Walt Disney World, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Tokyo, France, and I was a corporate executive with a private company, and that allowed me to travel and show them different places, and of course, spend time in their home country, which that's what I wanted them to do.
How many different countries did he grow up in? The U.S. and Japan, or other places as well?
Yeah, Japan, mostly Japan and the United States. Of course, I wanted to take him to Cuba later on, but that never happened. But they got to visit a lot of places like Guam. I mean, just everywhere, and they really love to travel. And travel was their thing. International is what they like to do.
How much older was Alex's brother? Is Alex's brother?
He's 2 years, 8 months older than Alex.
And were they close?
Extremely close. They were best friends. They loved each other dearly. It was very difficult for him. He's not here today, but he was here yesterday. It's just too hard on him. It's too hard.
What effect have you seen on him because of Alex's death?
Raf Jr., he's withdrawn. He's withdrawn. I know. I feel it in his heart. He's not the same. He lost a whole year of college. He just couldn't continue the schooling, and he just got back. He's got a little bit of catching up to do. So hopefully he's attending UCF shortly. But he lost a whole year because of this, and it's been devastating on him. Devastating. I will never forget the morning.
How about you? How has this affected you?
It's I have a broken heart. They say when a mother and father, when a child suffers, a mother and father suffer even greater, especially the mother. She is heartbroken, and I don't know what to do about it. There's an emptiness in my heart. I love my son more than I feel my life itself. I would die for him. I would kill for him. I would do anything for him.
Is there any part of Alex that we haven't let this jury know about that you'd like to share with them? I know we've heard a lot of wonderful things, but is there anything else you'd like to share with these jurors about Alex?
I appreciate you all being here and taking the time for the last couple of weeks. It's not easy. As Judge Kess has explained to you how important it is to be here, to hear these testimonies. But now you know my son. I don't want you to remember my son from the pictures that you saw. Those are very graphic photographs. Please don't think of those anymore, which will be very difficult. Because
if you would,
Yes.
just limit yourself. Just to, is there anything else you want the jury to know about Alex?
just remember what you saw. His pictures, the picture that I showed you here. That's all.
I need
Thank
to know
you.
legal basis.
I'm done.
Mr. Zalba, just give us a second. Thank you.